Hi guys, welcome on my YouTube channel. Today I want to speak about something. I can see many people who are asking if this pack, the value of this pack is good or not. Should we buy or shouldn't we buy this pack? I will give you my opinion. Okay, this is a personal opinion, and this is what I think about Fire Ceres, because this is what we are talking about. We don't talk about classic Ceres. The value about this pack is obviously about the Fire Relic. So just to put the price of this pack, because you can buy it in gems, diamonds, but they also sold this pack, I'm pretty sure at the release of the champ, they sold it for 60 euro. Okay, so it's around, if we had this and also the Ceres champion, it should be around 80 euro, the value. So this is the value in euro, but it doesn't make that much sense. The most important things is, do you have the diamonds or don't you have the diamonds? If you used to spend for the different package that they release with the special box, that kind of box, so you may have plenty diamonds right now, and with your diamonds you could buy a lot of you could summon a lot in the different rate of summon. You could also refile, but I don't recommend you to refile because it costs a lot of gem. So most of the time you're gonna use the diamonds to summon on the rate up summon, depending on the banner, if you like or not. But the relic, about the relic, it's possible that even if you play 1 year on this game, you may never got the Fire Relic of Ceres. So what is important right now is, will this champ be a must-have or not? Me, I will tell you what would I do. I bought a special pack with the relic, selection relic. Guys, I'm probably going to use the summon selection ticket relic shards on Fire Ceres. That's why I will not buy this package, simply because when I bought this package, it was to buy the Fire Relic of Ceres, to select the Fire Relic of Ceres. Normally I should be able to try her next week, but sadly next week we will probably not have this pack anymore. So I can't tell you exactly what this champ is supposed to do. I mean, I don't have this champ right now, but I can feel the potential of this champ. So I don't recommend you to ignore this pack and simply say, oh no, this is too expensive. It always depends on your progression, obviously, but please consider this offer and listen what do I have to tell you about Fire Ceres. I will give you my opinion. Ceres is obviously one of the best champ in the game right now, so this is a good pick. You can use whatever you want about the relic. She always be usable in the game. Now let's speak about the Fire Relic. Why this relic should be very interesting. The skill one is the skill one has nothing particular. The skill 2 there. The skill 2 is I think something same. Well, we will not speak about skill 1, skill 2. This is useless. I mean, this is not interesting. What's going to interest me, it is this one, the skill 3. I will compare Ceres with Ain. Why? Simply because she scales on the effect accuracy and Ain scales on the effect resistance. This is the mirror stats. This is the opposite stats. The effect accuracy counter the effect resistance, the effect resistance counter the effect accuracy. So we can imagine Ceres to deal approximately the same damage of Ain. Why? Because Hein has a similar skill in the passive, at least about the damage. She will deal damage that will increase according to effect resistance, total additional damage per stat 2%. What do we have here? We have scaling about this fire one 1.6%. So this is close to the scaling of Ain. So we can imagine that we are going to deal closely the same damage as Ain if we build Ceres with similar build adapted on the effect accuracy. And now, why do I think that she's going to deal more damage? Simply because Ceres is a support. It means that she's not a support, she's a control champ. Control champ has better basic stats about damage than the support champ. If you look at the basic stat of Ceres in the codex, you will notice that she got much more basic attack, 2464, than Ain, 1990. So this is why Ain will not scare that much in the late game. On that kind of game, they will always have different gear, different stats, different whatever you want that will increase the basic stats of the champ. So if you consider that, maybe right now it may not be that important, but in the future, the basic stat of the champ will determine that is she going to do damage or not. And you must have some champ with high basic stats, at least without some chivalry lost in increasing HP or whatever, if you want to optimize the damage in the game. And it will scare and scare and scare much better in the future of the game. So for example, some champ that I like, I'm going to make a video about him, is this guy. This guy has insane chivalry. You never lose anything in the chivalry of Tristan. So maybe it seems that it's not important right now, but believe me, in the future, it's gonna have sense. And look at this, 10% attack, critical strike damage, attack, critical strike, attack. He got like only one chivalry, the 7 that increased the HP and the defense, but look, even the chivalry 9, it increased the critical strike rates by 20%. So this guy has huge chivalry. This is what you have to start to consider, and don't ignore the chivalry, because this is also a good information for the potential of the late game champ. And I think the problem of Ain is that right now she has a very low basic attack. So she can deal a lot of damage, but I think in the future of the game, she may scale not that good. This is not the case of Ceres. She has a better scaling about the attack, so it may have an importance in the future. Now, let's speak about something else. The different buff that you can have when you play Ceres. If you play Ain, you can use like a Ginevra that will buff the effect resistance, and also Turin that will buff effect resistance when she use the S3 or whatever. Well, you can buff the effect resistance of the champ, but you will need to play. For effect accuracy, we got some champ that can buff effect accuracy without playing. This champ is a lot. I think Lot will boost the damage of Ceres like we can't imagine, because at the beginning of the fight, he's going to increase the effects accuracy by 40% for the rest of the battle. Effect accuracy increased too. And he also has an insane effect accuracy buff on the skill tree. Effect accuracy increased 3 for 2 turns. So, you know that Lot is one of my favorite champs in the game. So I think if you use Lot and Ceres together, so Ceres should deal a lot of damage. We got also another champ that can increase the effect resistance effects accuracy, sorry, this is a rarity, and you also like to play a rarity. So all the champ, look at this, she will increase the effect accuracy for 2 turns, effect accuracy 1. This is not a huge buff.
So if you also consider the champ that we could play around Ceres, and you must consider that this is not a one-on-one game, this is a team game, so you will have a team around Ceres, and if you can optimize Ceres with the best champ possible to play in the game, it's going to give her much better value. Okay. Now let's speak about something else. So about the scaling, you can imagine that the scaling is great, 1.6, it's huge, it's close to Hain. And something that I don't know if you probably noticed that in this game, something strange. For example, I'm using Hain with a resistance set, because I feel that it is maybe the best set for her right now, but I'm not even sure. Maybe I will try another setup to see if I can deal much damage with another set. But effect resistance set will increase the effect resistance by 20%. As I told you, this is mirror. This is effect resistance and effect accuracy are the same value stats normally. Something strange is that the effect resistance set will buff by 20%. You can see that the necklace plus 12 6-star gives 31.8%. Now let's see the effect resistance sets. Oh, wait. Yeah, this one. So this is same. You're gonna have 31.8%. Let me do something to make it more easy to understand. We will put the different sets, the resistance, effect resistance. So now let's compare. On the left, effect accuracy, on the right, effect resistance. So this is the similar value on the main stats, 31.8%, but look at that, down the GL, the set resistant buff, 20% for effect resistance and 30% for effect accuracy. It means that it's not something, I think this is weird, but the value of the effect accuracy set is very huge, much better than the value of the effect resistance. It means that when you will use Ceres, when you will play Ceres, I think you should use her with a fuel effect accuracy gear, and you're gonna increase by 90% the effect accuracy of Ceres. And I believe that it's something important to consider. Also, the primary stats is, let's check that. I didn't check, but I think that it's similar. Effect accuracy, as you can see, 2.77%, and effect resistance, so 2.81%. So this is, it should be the same for the substats, and the main stat there is 31%. 31%, so this is same. And what could we look again on there? Okay, effect resistance we don't have. Okay, so this is all for the gear. So please consider what I told you, what I just told you about this champ. I think she is a bit underrated. So obviously this is a different use from the Rhine Relics. When I think she's gonna have two different use, like a pure damage dealer and like a debuffer and a leader, a speed leader in your team. I think I'm going to play her with few effect accuracy damage dealer sets for like deal as much damage as possible in PvE, for example, or maybe make a team around her to cleave in PvP with Morgan. I don't know yet how could I play her because I still don't have her, but yeah, she's gonna has two different use, and this is great. This is great if you can use the same champ for two different things. this is good. You can use her for cleave, as your main damage dealer, and you can also use her as your speed leader. So this is great. 2 relics, 2 different use. This is awesome. That's why please don't think that this champ is useless. The fire relic is useless. She has everything, at least on the paper. I say on the paper she has everything to be supposed to do a lot of damage. So now tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you tried. I hope you tried someone and can give me your feedback. I really believe that this champ is underrated right now, and she should do a lot of damage. And this is why I will use my fire relic on her, because I really like that kind of champ with this mechanic, and I'm pretty sure that she's going to surprise me. Bye bye everyone. I hope you enjoyed to see this video. See you soon.